Hello. How's everybody doing today? Brother John Stewart on behalf of Lost Sheep Ministries, here to take y'all on another little walk with the word for the day. So today I'm going to share a lesson with y'all out of 2 Samuel chapter 9, verses 7 through 10. It's not a psalm, but we are going to look at David once again, get to look at another characteristic of David to show why he was a man after God's own heart. So in 2 Samuel chapter 9, verses 7 through 10, the Lord tells us this. He says, "And David said unto them, Fear not, for I will surely show thee kindness for Jonathan thy father's sake, and will restore thee all the land of Saul thy father. And thou shalt eat bread at my table continually." And he bowed himself and said, "What is thy servant, that thou shouldest look upon such a dead dog as I am?" Then the king called to Ziba, Saul's servant, and said unto him, "I have given unto thy master's son all that pertain to Saul and to all his house. Thou therefore and thy sons and thy servants shall till the land for him, and thou shalt bring in the fruits, that thy master's son may have food to eat. But Mephibosheth, thy master's son, shall eat bread always at my table." Man, my guy David coming through for us once again. I want to start this off with one of those questions, I guess a little quiz real quick. Do you know how many laws that we have in the United States of America? If you add together all our state laws, the local laws, and the federal laws, if you add all those laws together from all those different levels, there is 18 million different laws. That is insane. 18 million, that is insane. That's a huge number. And you got to ask yourself, why do we have so many laws? God only gave us 10. Why do we have so many laws? And it's because with the degradation of our society also comes the degradation of our character. See, and a characteristic that is all but lost in our society today is integrity. See, it's very rare to be able to find a man or woman of the word these days. And this is something I know for certain. You know what I'm saying? Because I've talked to a lot of people. I've talked to thousands of people over the years since I've been serving the Lord for these last 21 years. And if I had $1 for every time someone made me the promise to be a part of my ministry or come out of church or give to the ministry or something like that, and it didn't show up, I wouldn't even have to work anymore. I wouldn't have to work. They make all these promises saying they're going to do these things, and they never show up or do the things. And the reason why, because there's no more integrity. That's why there's so many laws, because we've got to a point in our society where you have to threaten people with punishment just to get them to do what they already know they should be doing. And our society is crumbling because of this lack of integrity. Now, you might think you got integrity. You might think you're a good person. You're like, "Oh, man, I'm a good